Hello, technical writing students. This week we're going to be working on letters of application. The letter of application exercise that you're required to do, or the assignment, shows on MyMTI, and it says these things. You need to read in the textbook and look at the things that I have on MyMTI uploaded for you. But it says what you need to do is write a letter of application. It says if there is a job opening that you are interested in right now, write the letter for that job. If not, you're going to have to make things up. Make up a job opening or position in the company and write an application letter. Either way, I want you to use your current education and experience when writing the letter. Don't pretend that you're a doctor or a lawyer or something and have all sorts of education experience. Write it as if you are right now. Also loaded on MyMTI is a document that shows the rubric for this assignment. 24 out of the 50 points for this letter will come from the content of the letter. 6 points will go for each paragraph. The letter of application needs to have 4 paragraphs. So you can see paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4 is each worth 6 points. And then you can look on the rubric for the rest of the things. Most of them go along with what I use for a rubric for the other letters. So go ahead and look at that on MyMTI as well. On MyMTI, another document that I have downloaded for you is this one, which is the letter of application and assignment, and it gives you some helpful hints. Go ahead and read through these things on your own. It gives you some helpful hints when writing your letter of application, and then it gives you some things about the basic letter. This is I think our 4th letter we've written this semester, so you should have an idea of how to write a basic letter. It also goes on to tell you what should be in each of the paragraphs. It tells you the opening paragraph, the 3 things that you need to have, and then it gives you an example of an opening paragraph. So look at that. The body paragraphs, there should be 2 of those. One should be focused on your education, one should be focused on your job experience. Again, it tells you what should come in those paragraphs, and it gives you an example of each of those. The closing paragraph should be short, only 2 to 3 sentences, but it needs to do these 4 things, and I give you an example of that as well. At the end of an application letter, you'll need to add enclosures after your signature line right down at the bottom, and you will be enclosing your resume and your references along with your application letter. So take a look at this document. It's, like I said, downloaded for you on MyMTI. I do want to look at some things out of the textbook. On 151 is where they start to talk about letters of application. It says they should be these 3 things. Letters of application should be personable, professional, and persuasive. A lot of people think that they are the same thing as the resume, which is not true. A resume is a compilation of facts, it says, whereas the letter of application is more personable. Actually, what the letter of application is going to do is it's going to sell you. You are the product. You're the thing that you're trying to sell, and you want that company to know why you are the best person for the job. When writing your letter of application, it tells you in our book there are a few things that you need to do. It talks about these on 152 and 153. Follow the standard conventions of letter writing. Like I said, we've already done that. Make sure your letter is attractive. Send it to a specific person, and this is important. You need to do a little research and find the person that's in charge of hiring people in the company that you're trying to apply for. Don't forget that you attitude, and again, don't send out your first draft. Make sure you look it over and over again to make sure it's perfect before you send it out. Your opening paragraph needs to do these things. Tell why you're writing. Why you're writing is because you're applying for a job. Don't forget to list the specific position that you're applying for. How did you learn about this position? If you heard about it on the internet, say that. If you heard about it from another person, say that. Or if there's another way that you found out about it, maybe through the newspaper, say which newspaper and when you read about it. And then number 3, what's your most important qualification? List the one thing that's going to make you stand out from everyone else. The body of your letter, like I said, that should be 2 different paragraphs, one on education and one on experience. And this gives you some hints on things like that. Highlight your qualifications by citing specific accomplishments. Concentrate on seeing yourself as your employer sees you. And then in paragraph 3, you also need to mention that you're enclosing your resume. That's important as well. The final paragraph is your closing paragraph, and it needs to do a few things. Number 1, emphasize again your major qualification. Tell them why you're the perfect one for the job. Number 2, ask for the interview. Go ahead and be bold enough to say that you want the interview, and then also indicate when you're available for that interview. And then number 4, which should be on here and it's not. Number 4 is you should always thank your reader for reading your letter. Thank the reader for looking at you as a candidate for the position. It never hurts to thank somebody. So these are the important things to do in the application letter. Along with the application letter, you're also going to do a forum assignment this week. Your forum assignment will be also on letters of application, so go ahead and look that over. I will do, I think, another video here to show you an example of a letter of application. We can talk about the good things that are done in that letter. So I hope you all have a great week. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.